I have this dream, this mindset. I want to becoming professional soccer. The 17 years old, I have a big injury. This big injury changed completely my life. Go back to the house of my family, understand what I need to do in my life. I open more than 20 shop, make this company really profitable, with $1 million of revenue. And, I started to invest in real estate around 22 years old over here in Italy. Four important questions help me in my life. One is like for what I am grateful. The second one, what give me joy. Third one, what is my passion? And the
You could have given up, but you didn't. You could have stopped believing, but you didn't. You could have kept living their expectations, but you decided to make this life your own. And in turn, you're here. Hello everyone, today we're meeting Jacopo Iasiello. He's a real estate investor, CEO of Luxury Wealth Group, and also an author of the book Healthy, Rich, and Happy. Hello, Jacopo. Thank you for joining us today.
Nice to meet you, and thank you to inviting me to your beautiful podcast to share something impactful for your audience.
Thank you. And I would like to start a conversation by diving into your personal journey of becoming the one that you are today. So, what inspired you to discover your true passion in life? How did it start for you?
Yes, first of all, it's a nice question because, everybody, we have some passion inside us. It is important to find this passion. Thanks God, thanks to the divine, whatever you want to call, a young age, really around 11 years old, I already have this kind of creativity inside me
Mhm.
to understand other people life, study entrepreneurs, study people they have success not only in business but plus in life. I am really enthusiastic about some kind of life, San Francesco, Madre Teresa, different
Yeah,
different characteristic of human being.
right.
And I starting I understand I am different respect to other human being because we are completely different each one.
Mm-hmm.
And I choose starting something creative. What it means, I started to play professional soccer in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Play around, from 14 years old to 17 years old, where, I have this dream, this mindset. I want to becoming professional soccer. I leave my city, Napoli, to go play professional. And what's happening around 17 years old, I have a big injury. This big injury
Mm.
changed completely my life, because I need go back to the house of my family, understand what I need to do in my life. Scary, really scary.
Mm.
Feel really sadness inside. I don't know what I need to do.
Mm.
And because I understand what I want, because before the soccer, I have clear in my mind. This means I want to create. The soccer is the way to create.
Yeah.
And I starting I 18 years old, take money from government from Italy, open one shop, make a big mistake. This shop I put
Mm.
in the wrong position, and what's happening, from over there, I asked to my family, my father, to lend me some money. He lend me, help me in everything, and I'm moving the shop in another position. I marketize in different way. I open more than 20 shop, make this company really profitable,
Mm-hmm.
with $1 million of revenue. And I started to invest in real estate around 22 years old over here in Italy. And
Mm-hmm.
my journey is not finish like this because I have another break around the 28 years old, like how you are in your life, how other people they have every time,
Yeah.
every 7 years we have this kind the change in our life,
Right.
you know And I'm 28 years old, change another time, like my business started to lose some kind of revenue. One, my partner
Mm,
still my business, one, my business really profitable. And what's happening? I started to study what's happening in real estate market in United States.
mm-hmm,
The opportunity is in real estate around 2000 after the subprime mortgage, the problem in United States for the
mm-hmm,
property. What's happening? Read, take one fly, go for the other part of the world. My father take care about the business over here in Italy, and
mm-hmm.
I started to invest in real estate. A lot of pain. I don't have
Yeah.
anybody over there, but I do more than 355 flipping. I create my portfolio of
Mm,
property to live comfortable. I have the possibility to travel the world and to decide where I want to live and when I want to live, in which kind of
mm-hmm.
country. And this is really put in small word, my story. But, like everybody is a story.
Yeah.
We have up and down.
Definitely. And it's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And I see how it started with you being a soccer player when you were in your teenage years. And then like sometimes something happens and it's the way we look at what happens, right? So the injury that you had, some people would look at it as something devastating, like the end of their career, but you knew that it was just kind of like showing you a different way of how you can apply your skills, your talents, and your gifts to serve people in this world in a different way because you had that passion and you needed the channel for creativity to really express yourself. Is that right?
Completely right. This means like I view everything happening in my life or like in other people's life for some kind of reason. It's never for me something bad. It's something where I learn every time and where I understand the mistake I make. Or something happening like the injury, something where I don't
Mm-hmm.
possible decide, but for some reason arrive in your life. And if you have your focus in understanding that everybody we have same emotion, the big difference is how we handling this emotion during our life.
Yeah, definitely. And you were kind of more in control of your emotion. You knew how to handle them. But a lot of people, nowadays they overwhelmed. And let's say they have either anxiety or depression, especially in United States, it's like very, very prevalent. And
Yeah.
I also work in the pharmaceutical industry as well. I'm a pharmacist as one of my roles that I play. And I see a lot of patients coming to us with such problems, and I know the statistics is very high. So what would you think like will help people like who are struggling, let's say, find their passion? Because a lot of times it's something that we suppress within ourselves. And
Mhm.
how can we get in touch with our, like, being aligned with who we are to understand what we really want to bring to this
Mhm.
world, and what, let's say, helped you to become more aware of that in your journey?
Yeah, and I will share with you, some kind the people they born with some clarity of the idea in their mind, but the
Mm-hmm.
majority of the human being they have a lot of confusion. As confusion is the moment when you have confusion is something good because it's the moment where you need the change because your heart, your emotion is not anymore aligned with what you do during your
Yes.
life. Now, one method I think is really important is to take time for yourself, disconnect for the exterior world, and started to go inside you. Now, this is looks like theoric, but for this reason, I assembled, don't create this method, and I wrote in my book called
Mm-hmm.
MPP, Meditation, Pray, Biohacking, and Exercise. Means I think so something really important is starting to take the time to, close the external channel and open your internal channel, where you're starting to understand within the phase of relax completely and starting to write everything you have in your mind to clarify each point. To clarify each point, what it means something important. To the part you have, some kind of problem with people in your life, what you wanna, what is your dream, because people, they have their dream in their mind, but a lot of time what they do, because they need, I use this word, it's not beautiful, survive, they
Yeah.
need to do some kind of job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am not a person to share with other human being to, burn the boat, leave your job and starting something immediately else.
Yeah.
But it's important to understand really what is your goal, passion, and starting to working on your passion to maintaining your job. But if you
Yeah.
don't start it to create, to understand what you want in your life and what gives you energy, finally will arrive at one point where, unfortunately, arrive where you are feel without energy, and your life will be no anymore a place where you bring have energy, bring a give to other human being, but you will become passive human being. And be passive human being, I think this is the most sad part we possible live our life.
Yes, being passive, I feel like it's a waste of talent. Like, I'm personally, kind of like always exploring what are the ways for us to get in touch with our gifts, because everybody is here for a reason, right? We cannot deny that we're here for a purpose to serve. But the thing is, like, sometimes we are confused, or we still trying to understand what is it, that thing. But I also want us to kind of like focus on what brings you that pleasure and fulfillment and joy, where the time really stops for you and you're in a different dimension, you're in the flow and that creativity. What is it, that thing? Because every one of us has it. We just need to really start asking questions and explore more. Maybe it could start as a hobby, as a side hustle, but you don't have to like quit your job right away, of course. But really like start building or working on something on the side that would eventually give you that opportunity to make it, full time, let's say.
Yeah, and you know what I want to share with you? For example, I use every day in the morning when I wake up 4 important questions help me in my life. One is like for what I am grateful. The second one is so important. What give me joy? So important.
Mm-hmm.
And I know in the detail what is giving me joy. And the third one, what is my passion?
Yeah.
What is my passion? And I know what is my passion. I know I am, the divine God create me to
Right.
bring more abundance for me, my family, other human being, because I
Mm-hmm.
love to give and to share. And the four question really important I use, what give me serenity.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Because a lot of time our mind is in trouble, our heart is in trouble. And when I ask this question every day in the morning, what give me serenity? And I
Yeah.
love I want to share with your audience the part about, what is giving me serenity is what give you to serenity other people for sure. Is we are in this perfect moment, in the perfect minute, in the perfect hour of our life, and everything arrive how, the divine want in our life, and easily but with action. What this means, I use this phrase every day in the morning because
Yeah.
calm my sense, calm my mind, but tell me too, okay, without action life is no, you don't create your life. You create the life of other people they want for you, or you create a passive life. And how I shared before, passive life is not what we are create in this world, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I think the most important um, thing that you can do, the most important uh, time that you would spend into like connecting with yourself, it will eventually bring you the opportunity to express yourself fully in more authentic way. The more authentic you are, the more you are who you were born to be without pretending to be somebody else, without wearing that mask all the time, because it's too exhausting and you cannot really pretend to be somebody else. You are being best at who you are. So you just need to really allow yourself to drop everything that is no longer serving you, but rather focus on how you can bring the best out of you in order to serve other people. And it could be scary because we all have this tendency to people please. We're afraid of judgment, afraid of abandonment, a lot of different issues. They pop up to the surface once we start that inner work, we start that journey of spiritual awakening, perhaps. So, but then in the end, you really step fully into your power, in your authenticity, and that's the best that you can do.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. In reality, what is block the human being, us, is like all the you know, the idea when we born, when our family create in our mind what we need to do, what to which kind of job we need to do. I remember, like, for example, yesterday my family, they are, when I started the business, they are not agree about, you know, my choice, you know.
Yeah,
But because I have this passion, I clarify them what is my direction.
yeah.
And now, you know, I am a grown man, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
have like, I understand I do the correct choice for myself, because it is my business, the real estate. You know, now my new purpose is to share with more people as possible, you know, good word and action and external abundance. It really brings me the fulfillment in life, you know, and this is so important. When you choose and when you find your purpose, your life will be changed, because life without a clear idea will be really something you know, no really powerful to live, you know.
Yeah, so we need that excitement and we need the clarity, like you said. A lot of times you ask a person, why you doing what you're doing? Why you working in that job? They can't even tell you why. Like they just do it because everybody does it, because my parents told me to do so, because I'm trying to impress somebody, but not really for them, but just for the sake of it, right? So, and as we dig into the clarity and knowing for ourselves the reason behind our actions, right? And we bring that to light. We see it more with, you know, understanding, and now we can choose differently. If it's no longer serving us, it's okay to choose differently. That's the thing. Sometimes we get too attached to that identity that we create in our mind, and it's so hard for us to let go. You know, it became some kind of like even an attachment or addiction in a way, right? And something is stopping us from moving forward. But as soon as we shed that light, we understand, and we can just choose differently. We can make different decisions and take action on something that really inspires us, that we can go to the direction of building something in our life that will bring that fulfillment. And that would be from the place of authenticity rather than scarcity and fear, you know? So I think that's important. And with you bringing the book to our lives, thank you for doing that. And it was a recent launch in December. I just want to really elaborate more on what is the formula that you believe if people apply in their daily lives would bring them that sense of health, happiness, and richness?
Yes, I share with you something so important because need to be clear this point. Everybody we have the same emotion, but we have different, and I explain what this means. For example, I assembled this method called MPB in the book, and I explain with proof of university, proof of different kind of people, and I'm so proud to share to I have 3 people endorse this book. They are really high achievable, success people. One is a billionaire, other 2 they are 2 really uh, big player in real estate. But why I tell this? I tell this because it's so important when you try to define something working for you to try in different time and in different hour of the day. And I explain better what does it mean. I use this method called MPB. For me, wake up early in the morning, do meditation transcendental, where is my energy is coming from. At 4:30 in the morning, I spend 1 hour and 10, 15 minutes. This is my first pillar of the method. Now, a lot of time people told me how you wake up really early. I have a really different kind of life where I have my child, whatever, and I'm agree with you. You possible try to find another spot during your day where you utilize this powerful free technique like a meditation to bring you energy, to close your mind, monkey mind, and go in the flow inside you. And I use this method where I do morning and meditation, transcendental, 20 minutes early in the morning. And when my energy go down around 1:30 p.m. I do the second pillar of this method is pre-activation. And I want to share with you what it means for me pre-activation. I believe in the divine, in God, whatever you want to call. But I understand God give us what we want if we ask in the correct way. But first of all, if we give in the correct way. What it means this one is like this. When I pray, for example, early in the morning, I pray for people near me, for people, in my family, my friend, or people they have some kind of problem. And after I ask with clarity what I want, and I visualize all my day in the small step. It means like I ask, first of all, I give, and after I ask. It's called reciprocity. Reciprocity is really important because when you give, in general, you receive from the other human being. And from the divine is the same. I believe is working like this. And the other 2 part of this method is biohacking. It means I use different kind of technique of the, for example, when I wake up, I do 3 minutes of cold shower. This changed completely drastically my, uh, center, my mind. And I use different kind of device where this kind of device help me go in the subconscious and have more clarity for what is my day, what is my action and everything. And finally, I do exercise, but no exercise generic exercise. I use some kind of exercise specific for my age, my body, because doing this kind of thing is people they need to understand that we are similar emotionally, but different in age, different in structure of our body. And, I use this kind of to the exercise specific for me, based on some characteristic, of my body. And, I, really feel after these four pillars, like with a lot of energy to share and to go after the action I want in my life. And, through the real estate is the
Yeah.
vehicle. I create the external abundance. The first part is the internal. The second part, real estate, is the external abundance. Is the vehicle
Mm.
I use to create abundance in my life, and I share with, first of all, my family, and after with more people is possible.
Yes, it's beautiful. And I think every one of us, we can create space for all of those different methods and techniques to be utilized for our benefit. And we can just learn more about it. And I will also link the book in the show notes as well for those who would like to look more in detail. But I believe like the more we start prioritizing our health, not just physical health, but mental, emotional health, and really schedule it every single day. That's the thing. It's not just talking about it. If you start treating yourself differently and you really understand that this is essential, it's not a luxury. It's a foundation for the successful life to emerge in your life. So you need to schedule it every single day as if you're the most important person here. Don't you think?
Yeah, but I think about, I really, if you don't have 1 hour for yourself, you are really bad position. I think so. It means like really is no make completely sense to don't take 1 hour in your day for yourself, because this hour will change completely your life in all the 12 aspects of our life. You will, when you utilize the time to go deeply in you, will really change. But, people, they are so frenetic, and you live in one city where is, super frenetic, New York,
Yes, yes, definitely.
yeah, but is like, I think so is the main source to create, is the, is go inside us, and after will be everything more easy to achieve what we want.
Yes, I feel like we just need to understand that it's not a waste of time because most of the people they think it's a luxury to have that extra time for ourselves to treat, meaning just spoil ourselves, but it's not. It's not being selfish. It's important. We just need to know that it's an important aspect for our own health and well-being. And also, it ripples out. The more you feel good within your body and within your mind, the more at peace you are, the better decisions you make, the better our relationship with other people as well. Because that self-love and self-care, it translates with a love to other people. So the more you can bring and share with others, I think it's all connected.
And I want to share with you something. I don't know why, but probably the experience in our life changed the direction where we go, and this
Mhm.
means something. I remember too, like around until 28 years old, when before until this age. I think in my mind, I have the mind, my hand, wherever I touch, becoming gold. After
Mm.
you started to understand that you are a normal human being, but with specific characteristic, a specific purpose in your life. I understand the importance to really, if I go back in my young age, I will first of all create some method to bring me energy inside, and
Mm.
after go to the goal I want. Because how you explained perfectly before,
Mhm.
if you don't, you are not aligned with yourself, you don't possible technically make the correct decision. You don't have
Yeah.
the calm to, choose a lot of, aspect of our life correctly. And what's
Mm-hmm.
up? Because people, they are frenetic in this completely mode,
Right.
they make mistake. And when you make mistake, sometimes some kind of mistake possible, really ruin the continuation of your life. Quindi I think
Yeah.
so. It's really, first of all, if I need to suggest now to somebody listening this podcast, I will really share whatever is your dream. First of all, find your purpose, and when you find your dream, before you go and find your dream, try to working on yourself to create some kind of method. Now I share this method MPBE, but you possible find something different to really bring you energy to go with more clarity in the direction of what you want.
Yes, definitely. And I agree with you. It has to be just something that we embrace as part of the process, and knowing that we're the ones really creating that for ourselves. I usually say, if you look around right now in this present moment, everything that you have is because of your past decision that you made, or because of your mindset that you have at this moment. Everything is shown to you that this is what it is. If you not satisfied with what it is, it's also in your power to change that. So once you start taking that responsibility and not blaming other people's circumstances, bad economy or presidency or whatever, in what is it that you have, then you're in control of changing that. And again, like, we need to really be specific and clear on what is it that you want, because then you have to like create some kind of plan and take step after step after step. Sometimes you don't know the whole picture, but at least you know the direction that you're going. And once you show, I would say, the universe, by making a decision, by taking an action towards that direction, more doors open up for you, people you meet. You never know what could happen to really help you to bring that dream into life.
Yeah, and honestly, you do one beautiful consideration, and I need applause you for the really deeply consideration. Wherever we have around us, where we live, what we have in our life is technical our past decision, and
Yeah,
really, if it's not working, why you don't change? That's it.
right.
Why? Because you are scary, because you have this fear inside you, because you have this kind the emotion inside you. Yes. But if you really want something different, you have the power to decide. Because in reality, we need to be honest with ourselves. If you live in America, if you live in Europe, normally other kind of country, they have some kind of the different problem. But really, what is your worst risk? In this kind of country, really you you will have some way to live with security. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, because we have this emotion, we have this kind of fear and everything, we don't moving in what we want. But in reality, you explain correctly, everything we have around us, our relationship with our family, our
Right.
everything, the business, whatever we have, is our responsibility. And when we take this responsibility to understand, we are the person decide now this situation, you are free, because now you
Mhm.
possible decide to go and change the situation if it's not working for you.
Definitely. Other than like taking the victim mindset, you should take more of an approach of, taking charge and being the driver in the car rather than the passenger. So it's all up to you where you want to go, what is the direction, what is the speed, what is the scenery you want to see. So it's up to you, you the driver, right? And you have that ability within you. I feel like a lot of times we underestimate what we can do, and we don't give ourselves credit for what is it that people would be happy to receive from us. We don't see the self-worthiness, deep inside, due to several reasons. Some people had trauma in their life, some had bad experiences. I don't know what might have happened, but it doesn't define you. It's not who you are. Perhaps you had that experience or you played a certain role in the past. I think the most important part is to move forward, and if needed, you can forgive yourself or others, and don't really don't be stuck in that past. Don't hold on it. Just try to let go and free yourself, and knowing that you're doing it for you pretty much, and with you feeling that heavy weight lifted from you, you're free to do what you want and really choose any direction that pleases you, that gives you that fulfillment, not everybody else. You don't have to think about, you know, your parents or whoever, like your friends. They might agree with you, they might praise you, but it's not something that you need validation, right? It's like you choose for yourself. Even if everybody in the room can say no, you can still proceed with that. You don't need to have that permission from anybody. There is no authority above you. You choose for yourself. It's your life. That's the thing. I think a lot of times people on their deathbed, you would ask them, oh, they're always regretted of not taking risk when they were younger, because now it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late, really.
Yeah, and beautiful, because unfortunately, I think so, and I believe in two aspects of everybody they need to find, and these two aspects is called grow, and after you grow, you need to do contribution. When you grow and do the contribution, you will feel fulfillment in your heart. But it's so important how you explain, and you need to leave all your baggage, your past,
Yeah,
out of your life and decide for really understand what is give you power, energy for you. Because if you are not happy, you don't possible give happiness. If you don't are healthy, you don't possible share your energy with other
yeah.
people. So important this.
Definitely. And I'm so glad that we had this conversation today. Thank you for coming to my show and sharing your thoughts and wisdom with our listeners. And as we close today, if you can share with us how people can find you online.
Yeah, first of all, I need to ask something so important. I have, returned back to the purpose. My important main goal now is more people buy this book. I know this book, Healthy, Rich, and Happy, is a
Yes.
book possible change life. Is something really important, and is a creation of something internal to go external. And they possible
Yeah.
find the book in Amazon and online through my website, www.healthyrichandhappy.com, and in Instagram, Jacopo Iasiello Investor Broker, where I share some my thought and knowledge about real estate and not only about this.
All right, beautiful. And I will include everything in show notes as well. And as we close, what would be the final thought for our listeners?
Who? Sorry, if you possible repeat.
Yeah, if we could say the final thought for our listeners, some kind of insight that we can leave them for today, what would
Yeah.
that be?
Yes, I think so. Believe, create your dream and believe in your dream. Have faith in your dream constantly, one step of the time, one step, small step. We will bring you wherever you want in your life.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, hit the subscribe button and share it with others. Stay tuned.